Hey guys, welcome to Simon Reacts. I went to see Infinity War yesterday and it's an awesome film, but that is not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is a trailer that's been out for a couple of days now and I really need to talk about it. I have some issues with it, and that is the Venom trailer. Now I'm sure a lot of you have seen this trailer and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So let's jump into it. So before we talk about the trailer, let's talk about that teaser. And I do mean a teaser because it absolutely showed nothing. If you didn't know it was a teaser for a Venom movie, you wouldn't have known. I mean, there was no indication that it was a Venom movie. Yes, you got a slight glimpse of the symbiote, which is what they call it now, apparently, which is ridiculous. But that's it. That is it. You saw Eddie Brock, writhing in pain, but then you saw nothing. And then it cut to, it didn't even say Venom, it said V. And that was it. So if you didn't know that that was a teaser for Venom, that was a terrible teaser. Anyway, let's get into the trailer. So the trailer shows us a lot more. It starts off with, the spacecraft that is crashed. Apparently, we don't know what happened yet. It shows us that there are two symbiotes, not just one. So I'm thinking maybe Venom and Cletus Cassidy, who's going to become Carnage. Speaking of Carnage, we never saw anything of Woody Harrelson in this trailer, which is, well, I'm kind of glad because I really want to keep that for the movie. Anyway, and then it just goes into like some story details. Now, this is where I've got a problem, right? The story looks terrible, absolutely terrible. Yes, Eddie Brock is still, a reporter. I'm glad they kept that aspect. But everything else about this story looks generic. We've seen it 100 times before. And to be honest, the acting doesn't look that great. I mean, Tom Hardy, don't get me wrong, Tom Hardy is an excellent actor. He's done some amazing roles. And I'm not saying he's half-assed in this, but I'm just saying that the script he's been given for this doesn't seem that interesting. And I'm sure he's trying his hardest. But it's coming off really like, yeah, I'm here, I may as well do it. Yeah, it's a paycheck. That's what it feels like. And I just don't think that this story is going to go anywhere, to be honest. If I'm honest, it looks like Spawn. It's the quality of this trailer. I don't know if it's the quality of the movie, but the quality of this trailer looks really outdated. It's a cross between that old Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck and Spawn. And I'm not just talking about the story. The visual effects look like they're from the 90s. Yes, we got our Venom look, which was leaked on Twitter like hours before that this trailer was released. And then they thought, oh shit, we may as well release the entire trailer. So they did. So that entire scene was released before anyone saw the trailer. So it was a bit of a letdown because we've already seen it. Yes, it was in, high definition, but we'd already seen it. We'd already seen the initial reveal of Venom. I like the fact that Eddie Brock kind of looks like a schizophrenic. He's kind of talking to himself. And I love the fact that the symbiote has a voice. Now, it doesn't sound like Tom Hardy's voice. I don't know who's doing the voice of Venom, but it's really, if you remember the 90s cartoon, the Spider-Man cartoon, one of the best versions of Spider-Man I have seen in a very long time. You think back to Venom, the Venom saga in that show, and then you look at the Venom in this trailer. It's very similar. Very, very similar. And I like the fact that they've kept Venom as Venom. They haven't altered him in any way. A lot of people have said, oh, he hasn't got the white spider thing on his chest. But there's a reason for this. Before he went with Eddie Brock, um, he like imposed himself on Peter Parker, who was Spider-Man. So, and I don't know if they're going to keep it in this movie or not, but in the 90s cartoon, the symbiote learned from its host. So it learned that it was Peter Parker. He learned he was Spider-Man. That's where he got all his spider agilities from. That's where he got the emblem, the white emblem from. So the fact that Eddie Brock version of this movie hasn't got the symbol on his chest makes sense because he hasn't bonded with Spider-Man yet. So he wouldn't know to put it there. Saying that, he has got white like veins going through him, which is weird. And the texture of Venom is very gungy. It looks very slimy. Yes, it's supposed to be like oil and stuff like that, but it's supposed to have a hard texture. But like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see until the movie comes out. Then we can pass judgment. But as for a trailer, I think this was an improvement. Let's just face it, anything was an improvement on that teaser. But I still have worries for this movie. I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. The fact that Tom Hardy is in it, that's gonna push it over the edge for me. But like I said, we will have to wait and see. So those are just my initial reactions to this Venom trailer. So if you feel the same way, or if you have any qualms about it, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep up with all the videos I'm going to be putting out. And until next time, guys, I will see you soon. Goodbye, my friends.